We kind of like did like the programs to make a dragonfly, and it was actually kind of fun.
So we gave a PLC class. The basic gist of it was we created this traffic light demo together. They had to first learn how to wire and assemble and learn about the difference between DC electronics and AC power. And we moved into programming. It's a time, so we have timers inside on the program that dictates how long it stays. Yellow, red, this guy goes to green. And it's just a traffic intersection.
What I liked the most was building the lights, like to turn like the flashes so they turn on and on, which was like putting the wires inside and then screwing them like on. Yeah, that was my favorite part.
And we said, it'd be nice if we could take it the next step and perhaps impart some knowledge so that they may find themselves interested in engineering.
Everything that you see, that you touch, involves some sort of engineering. And it doesn't matter what you want to do, as long as you can imagine it, you can make it happen.
I never really did or really thought about engineering, and this class was fun.
If you can do some of this stuff, if you can do the programming, if you just listen and you open your mind and your heart to it, you can do it. And it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, it doesn't matter where you're at, where you grow up. If you want to do it, you can do it. And doing it by engineering is one of the greatest things you can do for yourself. The sciences will take you into the next future. And that's where you want to be. And that's why I love being an engineer.
There's plenty of examples of why having engineers who are different than the quote-unquote norm, the majority, which is white men, are important. There's things like the programming of hand soap dispensers not being calibrated to one skin tone. There's stuff like the safety of cars being calibrated to people who have only one height, or people who don't have big hair, who have short hair. So there's lots of stuff where having an extra perspective in the room is valuable.
One thing I can say that I learned, it's always about them. And I would look and I'd start teaching and going through the data types. And when I saw people dropping like flies because they've been in school all day, their brains are just shutting down and falling asleep, we'd get up and go into our application room and start doing hands-on stuff.
A little bit over their heads, but as time went on, Ed along with the students were able to bond, come together, and I think they both really learned from each other.
And that was the key to the class. It has to be hands-on.
And even when students were kind of resistant at the beginning, said, we don't want to do this, it's too hard. As time went on, it was still complex. They still didn't understand every single thing that was being taught, but it was able to captivate their interest, where they were looking forward to doing this week to week. And even some of them now, even though they still don't understand the engineering field completely, they're looking into other forms of engineering for the first time. So they've really benefited from this.
We learned how special these children were. So well-mannered, so ambitious.
I think the professionalism that you young men and women have is really pretty tremendous. The way you shake people's hands and look them in the eye, it's a very important thing. Whether you become an engineer, a business person, somebody that's in HR and finance, be a good person first, and then figure out what you want to do with your life, where your passion's at.
This upcoming fall semester, it will be 15 classes.
Are you a tinkerer? Do you like to take things apart?
Yeah.
Yeah? I love taking things apart. I don't always put them back together perfectly, but it's okay.
So it was a great experience for me. It was, I think, a fun experience for them.
It was a very good experience because it brought us to new open things that we didn't know that we could do.
But first Phoebe would laugh at my leg, Johnny. The first day I come, Phoebe's laughing at my leg.